Good afternoon. In Virginia, climate change isn't some theoretical issue. It's real, and we are already dealing with its consequences. Hampton Roads, which is a coastal region in Virginia, is our second most populated region, our second biggest economy, and the country's second most vulnerable area as sea levels rise. The area has the 10th most valuable assets in the world threatened by sea level rise. In the last 85 years, the relative sea level in Hampton Roads has risen 14 inches. That's well over a foot in just the last century. Some projections say that we can expect an additional 2 to 5 feet of relative sea level rise by the end of this century, and that would literally change the face of our state. It would cripple our economy, and it could threaten our national security as Norfolk Naval, the world's largest naval base, is impacted. Nuisance flooding that has increased in frequency will become the norm. They call it blue sky flooding. Storm surges from tropical systems will threaten more homes, businesses, and residents. And even away from the coast, Virginians are expected to feel the impact of climate change as severe weather becomes more dangerous and frequent. Just a few weeks ago, we had a highly unusual February outbreak of tornadoes in the Commonwealth that was very damaging and unfortunately deadly. Farming and forestry is our #1 industry in Virginia. It's a $70 billion industry in Virginia that supports around 400,000 jobs, and it's going to get more difficult and expensive. And the Commonwealth of Virginia, local governments, and the Navy are already spending millions to build more resilient infrastructure, with millions and millions more on the horizon. To replace just one pier at Norfolk Naval is about $35 to $40 million, and there are 14 piers, so that would be around $500 million right there. As a Commonwealth and a nation, we can't put our heads in the sand. We must act, and that is what today is about. I'm proud to have Virginia included in this first-of-its-kind coalition, which recognizes the reality and the pressing threat of man-made climate change and sea level rise. This group is already standing together to defend the Clean Power Plan, an ambitious and achievable plan to enjoy the health, economic, and environmental benefits of cleaner air and cleaner energy. But there may be other opportunities, and that's why I've come all the way from Virginia. I am looking forward to exploring ideas and opportunities to partner and collaborate. If there are enforcement actions we need to be taking, if there are legal cases we need to be involved in, if there are statutory or regulatory barriers to growing our clean energy sectors. And ultimately, I want to work together with my colleagues here and back in Virginia to help combat climate change and to shape a more sustainable future. And for any folks who would say that climate change is some sort of made-up global conspiracy, that we're wasting our time, then come to Hampton Roads. Come to Norfolk and take a look for yourselves. Mayor Frame would love to have you.